at the Blenkinsop Castle Inn. It's an inn with, looks like castle turrets and things around it. Beautiful stay. The food last night was steak and ale pie. It was the best ever, but it was very late when we had it. But it was a great stay after a very hard day. Today, Hadrian's Wall. Walking all the way through to the Twice Brewed Pub where we're staying tonight. So, and it's going to be a nice day. Alright, just waiting for a lift back to the start and we're on our way. Okay, so we've started Hadrian's Wall. And could be very busy today. There's a big group of walkers coming the opposite way to us. And a lot of runners already. Okay, here we go. We've just done a very sharp incline and we're now at the wall. Just think the Romans built this so long ago and most of it is still here. Isn't that brilliant? Here we are. And kaboom.
And look how wide it is.
Yep.
Amazing.
And just think on the other side, straight down.
Someone has carved these.
Yep. Isn't that beautiful? It goes from one side of England to the other. We've made it up the hill to Walltown Craigs, turret 45A.
Look at that.
So, not much of it left. That's what it looked like. You tend to ask yourself, why did they build a wall when you got cliffs like that? Like, who's going to be able to climb up that? I don't know if you can see this properly on the film, but there are a lot of stone steps going up that wall. Well, it's just come on 11:30 and we found a nice little spot in the woods here alongside the trail for a coffee stop. So, cheers. It started off nice, we're up on the wall, but the last bit's been no wall, just pleasant walking through the pastures. But we've got some exciting parts coming up shortly. See you when we get there. A very tame sheep here on Hadrian's Wall.
Moved away. I want to see its face.
Things can only get better. A little coffee cart in the car park. Crawfield's Quarry. Some pictures of what it used to be like. Okay, we're back on the wall again. Crawfields. This is like another turret up here. Let's have a look. They are big lumps of stone. And yet another stair climb as we hike along Hadrian's Wall. Absolutely beautiful views. Got to be careful when crossing the roads. So we've just come from Core Gap. Well, this is Core Gap. And there's our turn off in 1 3/4 miles at Steel Rig.
Okay. Oh. Alright.
Shield on the wall. There we go, another stair climb. Conquered. Oh. Still going up. We've got another steep descent now before we got to climb. This time when we climb up we reach the Trig Point, which is the highest part, and then we drop down to Steel Rig where we leave the path for our stay for the night. Okay, we're just coming up onto the Steel Rig Trig Point. It's tourists, got the daughter up on top.
At least it was on the flat.
How good is that?
Yeah.
Stacker. Yes.
Right, here we come in to the Trig Point. Okay, touching it. And kaboom.
Hold on.
Nice to have these notice boards along the way. Yeah, good information. Okay, we've left the path, heading down the road now to our stay for the night at Twice Brewed, and we're in rural country again. Bloody tractors on the road. Alright, so we've made it to the Sill, which is also a youth hostel. Now we stayed in the old youth hostel that was here in 2014. It's an old building. They pulled it down and built this thing, the Sill, and we actually stayed here in 2019. This is a very modern building. Beautiful stay. And it's now 10 to 3, so hopefully we'll get a cup of tea and a scone and relax. It's been a great day. For our stay for the night, the Twice Brewed Inn pub along Hadrian's Wall. Go in and get our rooms, get settled. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're outside the Twice Brewed Inn where we stayed last night. About to set off another massive day. And, back up on Hadrian's Wall. We're looking forward to it. Back up in them there hills. And I know we've got a massive climb to start with, so let's get going. Okay, after a bit of a road walk, we're back on the path. On the acorn sign, Hadrian's Wall, and that's what we've got to climb up. Come up to a new Hadrian Wall sign. We're in amongst the coos already. Glad they can't climb hills like that. So we're back on. I imagine was once part of the wall.
Eh?
Yeah, little gap through the wall.
I don't know where you'd go.
You go over the cliff.
Oh, it's not quite.
Alright. Yeah, walking alongside this part of the wall. Make sure we keep touching it. And there's a lot of vegetation growing on top of it. Makes you wonder if this is still the original wall or has it been rebuilt. Have a look at those views. Well, there's the pub we were at last night. As we continue our ups and downs along the wall. At least we've got these stone steps.
Can you get on the grass or here?
I'll keep going down the steps. Someone's painstakingly put these in here, so we might as well use them. And of course, once you get down the bottom, you go up the other side. Alright, here we go again. Another steep descent. It looks like an old Roman turret along the wall. We'll get down closer. Let's have a look at the thickness of the walls of this turret. So by the book, this is like where they used to allow the people travelling north and south to come through. So it's like a guardhouse. And we're at Milestone, Mile Castle. Might be, I don't know, can't read it, it's worn out. Just look how thick these walls are. They're huge. So we've made it down to where the Sycamore Tree once was, which was famous from the Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie, until some vandals chopped it down. Take your photos from a distance. Alright, so we just completed another steep climb up from where the Sycamore Tree once was. And we're still going. Alright, so we've got another steep descent before we go over the wall and into the bogs. Beautiful. Okay, yes, we say farewell to Hadrian's Wall before we go over the stile into the bogs. Alright, so I put Hadrian's Wall up there with Hike Up Nick as the two highlights of the walk so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular. One natural landscape, the other one man-made landscape.
I'm going through the gate.
And before you know it, Hadrian's Wall is just a distant memory. But you can see where it just goes on forever and ever. And this is the path, and obviously all the cows come through here to a broken kissing gate. But it gets better. Now you come over here to a stile without a fence. Right? How good is that? Be good if they had them all the way. Over a wooden stile, through the wet ground, to a footbridge in the middle of a paddock. A little burn. And then of course we head uphill to come off the forestry track into once was a forest, but it's all been cleared. Mainly due to a massive storm they had over here a few years back. Apparently the damage was horrendous. And they had to clear most of the forest. Look at all the purple flowers everywhere. I love it. So colourful. This is a bit different. Working our way through here. Just have a go where the path actually goes. We're out in the middle of nowhere. And the path has been quite wet. Soft under your feet, but it's wet and quite boggy in some spots. Oh, this goes on forever. It's in places like this where we like to use a different sort of navigational skill, and we call it the lost navigation skill. So it stands for line of sight trekking. So you just look where you have to go and head that way. So you look for things like paths, posts and things. Yeah, you don't need GPX. You don't need all those fancy gadgets. Just go. We just made it up to the Willow Bog Farm, who has a heap of Highland coos down in his paddock. Spectacular. It's almost 5 to 2 and we've stopped on the side of the road here to lunch. Outside the Falconry Days, Northumberland. Get some good views over the forests. We just ran into a group of walkers coming from where we're going, and they said there's a few bogs in that, but they said it's beautiful. And we got a farm shop halfway between here and our finish tonight, so we'll go in there and get a cup of tea and a bit of cake. This is very unusual and a bit worrying. We've got a good path that's straight, more down than up, and it's nice under the foot. Something definitely wrong going on here. We must be off the Pennine Way path. what we all want first thing after lunch. More bogs. Easy ones today. Easy ones. We're now out of the bogs into the overgrown grasslands. This keeps changing. Every hill you go over there's something different. So we traded the long grasses for the bracken. We're heading down steeply to the little creek and we've got to get up through the other side. Oh, don't you love this? So just come through the gate into the pit stop. Farm has a pit stop with some refreshments. Pit stop. Oh, what's the bloody New Zealand flag doing in here?
Well, they've got all sorts of
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
sit outside.
You've never seen three people get over a stile as quick as what we just did then. This bloody big horse come looking for us. Well, it's going on 25 to 5 in the afternoon. We've still got a fair way to go. At least we've got a bridge to get across the creek in. Very good. Alright, let's get down here without breaking my neck. Here comes Heather over the bridge.
Oh, which way do we go on that?
We're going over the bridge. Look at them hokers.
Imagine if we'd gone down there.
Oh, look at this. We've come onto a farm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Look, the puppy's got a blue eye too.
Oh,
G'day. G'day.
oh.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Look at that.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Hello.
Every afternoon we have a different challenge. This one we're going to try and find a way up through this. Up onto the top. Actually quite a nice little path. Through the crags to the top. Making it simple. I thought it was going to be hands and knees sort of stuff. We're almost there. Come across a little old church. Here we're on the Bellingham Bridge. The plaque here says erected by subscription in 1835. Just come up from the river, crossing the cricket pitch, up to our stay for the night. This looks pretty fancy to me. Looks very nice. We made it to the Riverdale Hall. It's our stay for the night. It has an indoor pool and sauna. Sounds good to me. So today from Twice Brewed Pub,
5.07.
25.07 k's, and it just we left at just 8:35 and it's 6:35.